Previously on Dungeon Call.
This age compass is said to point to the nearest entrance of Babbage Hole. While within the hole, the user may attempt to determine which is the safest route by making a survival check using the compass.
So we have a few different options for where people gone in, nothing's coming out, and...
Which is a bad sign, but...
I promise this, I'm picking one of these paths and I'm going.
The passage winds downward a bit, like a corkscrew, and comes out to a straightaway. It feels like you walked past the fulcrum. It started to tip. You get the unmistakable feeling that you're slightly off balance.
This place may be our doom.
Clearly the path that all the, wagons went through. So...
We haven't seen wagon trails in quite
I
a while.
know,
Appears to be
but
a trap.
Babbage wouldn't make it incredibly difficult if it wasn't, if it's the path to go, he wouldn't make it incredibly difficult.
So you're saying go back to the passage with the large river?
Yes.
Fine. I've got what I need here.
How long have we been traveling so far in the cave?
Ooh, I would know this exactly.
Yeah.
Let's see. So
Down to the second?
Yes, I would literally know this exactly.
Down to 1 second shy of the exact time.
Right.
Yeah, down the corkscrew, you said
34
straight away,
seconds
and then we were
2
here.
hours, 7 hours, 8 minutes, and 46
between
seconds,
the time
47.
to get here and then the time afterward to cast spells and everything like that and all the different preparations, approximately 8 hours.
8 hours, 15 minutes, 3 seconds, 4 seconds.
5 seconds.
But you're saying back to the main hall, the first one.
No, you haven't gone back. This is at this moment right now. Before you get back to, from the moment you stepped into the Babbage's hall, it's been about 8 hours.
So if we were going to rest, this would not be a terrible place because one side we know is safe. Just saying.
I do a lot of movement in my sleep. I'd be afraid I'd roll to the bad side.
I could go a little ways away.
Sleep on the fulcrum, like we'd sleep.
Yeah, off of it.
I'll sleep where I want to sleep. I could sleep as a bear, and then even if you rolled to the other side,
That's true.
it wouldn't trigger it.
Then you'd
I
have a
could
cuddle bear.
sleep up against your fur.
So it seems the consensus is we'll take a long rest back in the tunnel where it's safe before the fulcrum.
Is that...
You want to go back to where where the river is?
Yeah, seems
Would
nice.
give you fresh water.
Yes.
Yeah. So we can go back. You go back to the main area with the 8 different, and 2 of those are wrong. The one going back out, and this one are definitely not the right ones. Would you like to try the
Compass one more
again?
time.
Yeah.
So as you are setting up for camp, she's going to try and see what she thinks.
We previously took the third on the right.
This time she thinks it's the second on the left.
Well, those are 2 very differing answers. What if you did it a third time?
Well, this is what it's telling me this time.
And actually, I'm going to give that to you for what she discovers the next day. Because really, I did that wrong. She can't make another determination until the next day.
So we're going to rest?
We're going to rest, and then I make that
Why are we
discovery.
resting?
Because we need to. It's been a long time.
During this rest,
It's night now. I know it's hard to see, but
in fact, it's very
quite late.
What if there's a reason to give one of you fumble proof and I can't because I've blessed myself?
during this rest, I can make a glass vial to hold a spell that I didn't use today because we had rested prior to today. Correct.
And
correct.
I'd love to have a look at the dagger, if that's all right.
But I can only do one of those.
Does your character ask, or do you?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Right. So, Nix,
Yes.
can I have a look at the dagger?
You can have a look
Can I look with my hands?
in front of me, perhaps.
Oh, is it yours?
Yeah, why?
I don't know yet. Just saying.
Well, can we look together?
All right.
All right.
Ooh.
All right, if you want to go walk across.
Do you want me to, or do you want me to just?
Well, definitely don't
pass
throw.
Well, yeah, because
throw
I'm
it.
the dagger.
You think I'm a heathen?
Well, we're gonna have to break that.
Go ahead
We're
and
gonna
throw
have to-
it.
We're gonna have to break the barrier between worlds here to go and get that. Oh, nobody look! Nobody look! Don't know what camera we're gonna go to. We're breaking the illusion.
Yeah, while they're breaking that illusion.
Also, maybe hand out the money.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I'm very good at counting money in particular. I know you're good at counting time, but it's different.
Sure.
And so I could just, I'll tell you all, I found 570, and
Do I know if she's lying?
I'll take care.
Can I roll to see if she's lying?
You roll.
I rolled a nat 20 to counter that, and I have a +6 on deception.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Well, I could try. That's a
insight.
I found 150 gold pieces.
No, hold on. Wait, you just said 500.
You just said 570.
Oops, I counted wrong.
So
I rolled a 7, so.
So you think that she's being absolutely truthful?
So sorry, so sorry.
So, math-wise, going by the first number,
Ticket, by the way, is patron
I
coins.
did deceive you very well.
what? After you told us the truth, you then deceived us.
Yeah, and then you believed me when I said.
Wasn't the first
Well,
number
in his
deception?
defense, you have said 3 times
Yes.
570.
And I'm
So-
sitting next to you and looked.
Yeah.
So I was
So-
there.
So.
I don't know if an open, obvious lie works for deception.
That's a lot of nat 20s today.
I did risk
Yeah,
my
incredible.
neck to fetch it.
I
and
think you should
do
get the
need
extra
it
10.
for-
Just saying.
She is looking to try and get 200 coins so that she can create
I can
another spell
help you
coin.
with spells, and spells cost money
If,
for
if
me
the
in
party
particular.
does
And
deign
I
to
can
give
help
her
you with
200
armor.
of those coins, she can tonight, before she does the long rest, actually create another spell coin.
Ooh.
Why not let her have the 200 and then we divvy up the rest?
That feels fair.
I don't care about money.
Okay, I'll take yours.
Get you another shirt.
So
Get you another shirt.
Noted.
So
Is that
I need
Eelynn?
another
you
shirt.
just divide it
I
in
can
7.
All right, just this time, but then we divvy it up fair and square.
All right, there's 370 for everyone. For the 7 of you, I've got mine.
Yes.
So that's 50 each, right? Plus a little bit on the side.
Okay. I don't have change.
That's
so,
all right. We'll figure it.
I bet Fellig would love to share.
So if you give me the coins, I can give 50. I can give 50 to everyone.
Okay, and then I'll pay 200 to you.
Sure.
50 to everyone and 20 left over.
50 here. And there's 20. Oh, the ticket
50.
just, this one's for you. It just disappears. Oh,
Melts into a larger coin.
yeah, yeah.
Absorbed in.
Whoa.
And what? So
It's impressive.
By the way, if those of you wondering, I do use campaign coins. I've had these for quite some time now. I think they're absolutely amazing, and I use them every time I play D&D. So
They're not a
I will give you
sponsor.
3 for
We
your
just like
side,
Pass it out, everyone.
and here's 4 for your side.
Here, we'll leave that for Eelynn.
Yeah.
What is this?
One each.
Bite it.
Thank you.
nothing. I'll hold it for you.
Delicious.
Slowly getting a little
this
less
is-
So
full.
what do I put on my spell coin?
So you can just peruse and figure out what you want to put.
Any.
And you still have a spell that you have not chosen.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Feather
Is there
Fall.
any stipulations as far as level, since I'm
feels
technically
appropriate.
first, second,
Yes, that could
circle?
actually save you.
Yeah.
So it is a first circle spell.
First
for sure.
circle, and that's anything that's
Especially
first
in
level.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tunnels.
I use the term first circle instead of first level for spells.
Because it's confusing the way it's written.
I've always done that. I always think it's confusing that you have your third level and then getting second level spells.
Right.
It always felt weird to me. So I call them circles just because it differentiates.
Letters
them.
would be
Go
even,
off, King.
like if they had established at the very beginning letters like level A, B, C,
Sure.
D, E
Yeah.
for spells, that would have been great too. But
Yeah.
yeah. That weird thing.
Can we look at this and help each other, with a history check or
To try and determine,
yeah, especially
and mess around with it a bit.
It's phonic, so maybe I don't know if
it's Tantil,
Right.
which is very different than Fawn. Now I got to be clear. So Tantil is the goddess of mercy, and one of the things that she does is followers of Tantil go onto a battlefield while everyone is dying, and they have these silver daggers, which is I believe the symbol of the god, and they thrust these silver daggers into the heart of people who are below 0 hit points, basically, to end their suffering. And if you are killed by Tantil's dagger, it is irreversible. So that is the nature of Tantil. So I'm just being just clarifying the nature of.
But she's in his pantheon, like his.
She is.
Yeah.
She is. But Fawn is one of those gods because he's neutral. It really runs the gamut. You have people like Rashis, who is the god of murder. Raphage, who's the god of slaughter.
I know we have these pages, but you're asking us like you didn't invent this.
Rashis is the god of
So
slaughter.
Rashis is the god of slaughter. Who is the god of murder?
God of murder is Kragan.
Kragan. Yeah, but there are 50 of them, buddy. Yes, I did create this pantheon, but it's, there are a lot of gods.
Who's the god of shirts?
The god of shirts.
The shirt district.
He is. He's a god of smart shirts. So, and then you have Tantil, who is a very, I would say, I think she's lawful good, in fact.
Lawful good.
Yeah. So they really run the gambit with Fawn because the nature of death and suffering and like Itirist, I think, that may be under nature. She may be goddess of the frost, but there's Xaxes is the goddess of pain. That's
Goddess of the frost is Itirist.
Yeah,
Yes.
Xaxes is the goddess of pain. That's also under Fawn. So they really, Fawn is one of those unusual. Vatharus is another one who's the god of nature. There are evil and good gods under that pantheon. So.
And so, do we detect anything?
So, well, I mean, it's magical.
Right.
What would you like to do with it to try and figure out how it works?
Perhaps try to unsheath it. Anything written on it? On the blade?
No.
Are you sure? Well, no. Now,
okay.
This is also the case that I didn't have these engraved or anything like that.
Of course.
But there is something written on this.
Yes.
dagger.
Made in China.
Chinar.
In Chinar. Yeah, it's made in Chinar.
Very exotic place.
Where only the best blades are made. It's an island off the coast of Dra.
It's the god of karmas and child labor. Oh, what?
Yes. So what does it say? It says something.
It does. It has. You speak Phonian. So,
I do.
It has the word lifelender on the hilt.
What?
Lifelender on the hilt.
Not life ender.
And does that
lender.
Does that
That's
mean
interesting.
anything to me?
Make a history check.
I will make.
Actually, I'll even have you make a religion check.
I'd like to help him.
Sure. Well, he'll get advantage on it
All
because
right.
it's Phonian.
Maybe.
Okay.
Right.
Instead of taking.
So when you're dealing with your own god, you always get advantage when you're trying to figure out your stuff.
Well, I rolled a 19 and I've got a tiny little bit of bonus, so it's dirty 20.
So most named weapons are unique. This is not a series of weapons that are referred to as lifelender weapons or anything like that. So this is a unique dagger for you, knowing how the Phonian language works and the intricacies of it. This sounds like a dagger that might have some kind of healing power.
Interesting. Yeah.
You want to cut yourself with it?
Sure.
I mean, you will heal over 8 hours,
sure. Yeah,
so-
sure. Yeah. I'll
Now,
just,
keep in mind that this was found thrust into his or her own chest. That's how you found the dagger.
right.
Now, you said if it's by that certain god's dagger, then it's instant death.
I said that god has as its
silver
only
dagger.
symbol a dagger that does that. This is not a
It's not
silver.
made out of silver.
It's not made out of
Okay,
silver,
good.
and it's not that specific kind of dagger.
And that's if it kills you, not if it just scratches
Yes,
you.
and the idea with those daggers are you're at 0 hit points, so the dagger they thrust in the heart to like kill them and send them to the next place.
Dead.
To end their suffering.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I want to take my regular dagger
sure.
and just give myself a nick on the arm.
So 1 hit point of damage.
Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this dagger.
You have healed yourself 1 hit point of damage.
Oh.
Okay.
It's good for 1 hit point. guys.
Hey, 1 hit point's a lot if you're down. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe you should take a bigger hit and see if it'll heal that.
I get the gist of it. I don't know that I need to stab myself in the eye or anything.
Did it still hurt when he cut himself with the?
So when he cut himself with the dagger, no, it did not hurt. The first nick obviously did because it did a point of damage, but the second nick did not. The lifelender did not cause him pain.
Do me.
All right. I mean,
Does my hair look more voluminous or anything?
Well, have you taken any damage? What I'm saying is, do you have damage to begin with? Do you want him to do damage first?
No, I just want to see if anything happens if there is no damage.
Go for it.
Slice.
all right.
Have fun.
Slice.
Woo! Ow! Ooh.
No effect,
Nothing.
but it didn't wound you either.
So while they're
Slicing.
self-mutilating, I would like to play around with my Spider-Man web shooter.
Sure.
We've got a large area, right? Because we're in the area with the bridge. So yeah, this seems like, see how long how far it goes, and if it attaches to anything. I'll sort of try and aim at different materials and see if it naturally attaches to anything.
Sure. You mess around with it. You are able to get it to fire out. After some experimentation, you figure that it's about 100 feet of wire. It doesn't seem to attach itself to anything per se. Make a intelligence check.
Should be good at that.
Yeah.
That is going to be a dirty 20.
All right. You're pretty sure that you are seeing like a basic function of this, but not the intended function for this. That it probably has either something on the device that you are not seeing, although you're pretty good at mechanics because mechamancyrs are followers of Nigella. You guys use a lot of modern technology. Tygyr was a god under Nigella. So you're thinking that there are probably some code words of some kind that probably need to be spoken. I'm sorry, Tygyr wasn't under Nigella, he was under Morghan. But he was associated with Nigella.
So code words specific to this thing, would I have any idea what those code words might be?
They're probably in the language that someone of Tygyr would have spoken, which would be Magyar, which is the language under Magellan.
Magyar? Real quick, anyone speak Magyar?
What?
Magyar?
No, I can guarantee that nobody here, because it's a dead language.
I just thought I'd ask. You know,
It's like
sometimes
speaking,
people have hobbies.
Yeah, it'd be like speaking Babylonian.
Okay, well, I wonder if I could attach like a little hook onto this. Then it would.
Yeah, it could be that speaking a code word would change the nature of the tip. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I have nothing else to go on exactly, so I'm just going to start going attach. Just start saying things, but I guess not
things in Lear.
Yeah.
In common. Mm-hmm. You mess with it for a while. Doesn't seem like any words in Lyrian help. So yeah, you can either have an identify spell and 100 gold piece pearl, which in 5th edition it does not consume. Used to consume.
I thought all spells that have material components would consume those components in the casting of the spell.
Well, I mean, I looked it up online, and I thought the same thing myself. But all the people who are responding are saying that it doesn't consume.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, just need to find me a pearl then.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to keep fiddling with it. But,
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we back by the river now?
Yeah, we are back by the river.
And are we resting?
I would like
We
to.
are resting. Yes.
I would like to investigate this, knowing that it is related to the Myrna, the goddess of rivers, and we're by a river. I figured it would be a good thing to see if it has any.
You're gonna just toss it in the river?
No,
and see what
I would
happens?
like to. I don't know, put it on.
Attach it to the end of the wire and put it down in the water.
Would that be wrong? I guess it didn't.
It rings you
Didn't do anything.
be born.
Now, just before I throw it in, Declyn reminds me that would be a
bad thing to do.
A bad thing to do. But I am interested to see if I wear it, if I'm near the river, if it has any effect. I see any kind of.
That is a very good idea. That doesn't seem to be the case.
There's no visible effect at this moment.
No.
All right.
And the river's like 60 feet down, right?
It is.
Yeah, so you can't just go down for a dip.
Yeah, I can't. But not close enough proximity, maybe. But
We tie our ropes together.
I can throw you down.
Rope.
Here's the thing.
Lower it
This
down.
Lower
thing
me
has,
down on a rope with
this
the ring.
has a 100-foot range.
Stick your head in the water, put the ring on, stick your head in the water, and see if you can breathe.
Let's do it.
Would you?
We could waterboard him. Like once we.
Now.
Just say.
I feel like.
Do you consent to this
I feel like
procedure?
you're willing to go through all that just to see him like try to breathe
Yes,
water.
whether it works or not.
Yeah,
You know?
sure.
I deserve this.
I did swear my allegiance to you. I was hoping it wouldn't go down this path, but maybe we could wait on that.
Fine.
You can create
We'll be
water,
closer
right?
to water.
I can.
I have a feeling we'll be
I can-
closer. to
I
water
can
soon.
create water, which will be closer.
Just do that above your own face.
I'm going to sit in a chair while music is playing and
Do we have
drop
a
it down.
bowl? Could someone take their helmet
Flashdance
off? We
reference
put-
for all of you out there who were born after 1984.
I don't know if that would be worthwhile, creating water to test with the ring.
We'll test it soon.
All right.
I'm feeling but before we leave this
All right, for now.
cavern, we'll be closer to the water.
All right, we'll leave it for now.
All right. We're now going to take your rest and go to sleep. Anybody wearing them?
I'm not going to wear it to sleep, but I was wearing it to
No, I understand.
manipulate. Yeah.
But you're not wearing it to sleep?
Well, it just seems uncomfortable.
I can imagine.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're not going to wear it to sleep? I would do it.
I mean, it's bulky.
dare
And I
you.
often sleep like this. It's going to give me a weird mark on my face. I don't think that's going to be good.
You
Does
gotta work on
anyone
this
want to wear
coin.
it to sleep?
I let you carry it.
All right. Well, then I'll put it in my
All right.
shit, on my
Sure.
belt or
Sure.
in my thing. Yeah.
What about the ring and the wrist wire?
I'll have it, in my pouch, but I'm not
Same.
physically wrapped around my.
If anyone doesn't object, I will just save it in my pouch.
No, wear it.
I'd like to wear that ring.
I would say actually.
Is it me? Does it
I love it.
really?
Yeah.
Maybe sleeping in it. Would that be it?
Tobiath, I had no idea you had such
I-
fashion.
I actually have an alternative ring if it's too small for you, by
I
the
don't
way.
want it to get stuck, so I keep putting on the thing.
Because I think I have an alternative ring in case it's too small.
I guess, Travis, would I, because I do know a fair bit about arcana and magical things, would I know if, sleeping with a magical item worn would have any specific positive or negative effect, I guess?
That one. Is that bigger? Right.
Yeah, that's good. I can get that on. What about this one? Nicer.
It magically changed sizes so that it could fit
magical
your
rings
hand.
actually do
that.
change to fit the wear.
Yes.
So since I do know a fair bit about magic and magical items and stuff, would I know that like wearing a magical item to sleep or something like that would have a specific
It all
effect?
depends on whether the item needs to be attuned or not.
Well, I am trying to learn more about it, I guess.
Easy. So
And Tygear is not. It's intriguing, I should say. Kind of intriguing. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll wear it to sleep.
All right. You take your 8 hours. Anything else? Anybody else doing anything in those 8 hours that I need to know about? I'm assuming you're going to.
I'm forging a coin.
You're forging a coin. What are the 2 spells that you're forging the coin?
Well, I want to consult with my party. I was thinking either cheat sleep or charm person could be fun because I have to pick my target before I flip the coin.
Yeah.
So that's important.
Yeah,
That's funny.
I do have both of those spells. If that
Okay, that
affects
does
your,
matter. Identify sickness. I can make an object sick by accident, but also might identify it. Or featherfall and expeditious retreat.
I also have Featherfall. So.
What wizard spells do you not have?
Yeah, I mean, I've talked about most of them. Is the
It's okay to
thing.
double up.
Don't have Tensor's floating disc, but he has that.
I do.
So I don't know. I like Identify and Sickness. I think that's a fun combo personally, but
And we don't have those?
I don't have them. I don't know. So.
Let's do it.
Identify and sickness.
Ray of sickness.
Yeah.
Ray of sickness.
Do I have time to make 2? It takes an hour to make each vial that holds a spell.
Sure.
Then I'm gonna make 2 of them.
I will say, I'm going to ask if now is a good time for me to watch someone's dream. Because if we want to table that
I
for a
don't
little
believe
later.
you can do that until your next level.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe it's 3rd level that you can start to
Okay.
to move about dreams.
Okay.
So, 8 hours passes, fairly uneventful.
It's not the best sleep I've ever gotten.
No, pretty hard floor. Brian, when you wake up, your finger's missing. No, I'm kidding. No.
But it has turned green.
You do notice that the ring now has an inscription on the outside of it.
1 ring to rule. What is that?
So the ring has the words in Lyrian, which is common. Never shape, dagger shape is what is written
Never
on the
shape?
ring. Never shape, dagger shape.
Interesting.
Do you read it to yourself or out loud?
To myself.
You make the roll that I made before, 2 over to the left. So that is what the compass is saying is the correct way to go.
All right. Round 2.
Did my magical item have
It did not have anything inscribed on it whatsoever.
No, okay.
But you're right, it's kind of uncomfortable to keep on the entire night.
Definitely wake up with a mark on my face.
you
Hold
do.
on. I think maybe you should let me see that. I'm feeling talented today.
Do you have a 100 gold piece pearl?
That's what I need to forge it?
Actually, I think you don't, because I
To
think
cast Identify?
you check your stuff. I think you don't need material components.
I don't. I just have to be able to say the somatic component.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think you lucked out because I think you don't need a pearl.
I was going to say, are you going to be the only
Well,
GM that ever...
Well, with things that have expensive components, I always do. But
Yeah.
the
Revivify,
mere fact that it costs so much to forge these, you don't have to use. So I think you're right. If you would like to cast Identify
Or Ray of Sickness.
or Ray of Sickness,
Well, I like chances, so I might. I'm going to try something, and it could be good, could be bad. I'm going to say I didn't tell you. I talked about what might be fun, but I didn't tell you guys what I was forging exactly. So let's see.
Yeah, I lean in real close.
I'm going to say the Identify is on the higher end of the numbers. 11.
Nice.
just just so close to making it sick.
Yeah, my face was inches away from it.
Ooh. No, yes. What is this exactly?
So did you?
If you push the thing,
push it in.
Yes, I think I know.
So in your mind,
The long protruding part.
oh, you're going to hurt yourself. All right. So the trigger mechanism
That little
is
thin thing way out
is there. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Someone.
Aha.
So in your mind, you hear the word galar.
I'm seeing a galar in the lights.
So would you like to try that again and say the word galar?
Galar.
Well, but as soon as she does that, the tip turns into a barbed tip.
yes.
And she shoots it out and it goes right into the rock.
Cool.
Seems, so I will tell you, this is a complex item. So a single casting of Identify will not do it. But with every cast of Identify, you will know one more aspect of the item. But what you do know so far is that Galar, which is a word spoken in Magar, fires forth the wire with a barbed tip, doing 2d6 damage. On a critical hit, the target is skewered and grappled as if you had 20 strength.
2d6.
Cool. Can I borrow this? I figured out some things it can do.
Yeah, I saw the barbed tip. That's impressive. It seems like it would really hurt if it hit a person,
Well, then I won't hit you with it.
Appreciate it. Not what I was going for, but
Pinky
good.
swear.
Okay.
I'll spit on it.
That
won't.
doesn't seem necessary.
Great.
And when you press the button that returns it, the tip disappears. So the barb, it slips out of the wall without challenge.
We could maybe grapple up the fulcrum opposite wall if we wanted, but maybe we should take this other path.
I mean, we have another option to go through. I should see it out, I think. But I think that's a good idea. Keep it in the back
That's how
pocket.
cool it is. I mean, sick and wicked in the lingo of the time.
Yes. As we are in this time, we all know this.
Are we ready yet?
I don't know that everyone does. 20 minutes later.
Your character is always like, we need to get to the airport. Can we just leave? You got to be there an hour ahead of time, guys. Come on.
Well, you have to understand that my mission is focused on getting him to where he needs to be.
We'll get there. I just love it.
understand my sister has been kidnapped.
Well, then why
urgent
are
as
we
well.
lollygagging
Can I just
around
tell
playing
you,
with
Fellig?
toys?
Fellig,
I agree.
the goal of dancing is not to get to a specific point on the dance floor.
The goal of dancing is to chop the person's leg off.
What kind of dances
Reminds me to find a different dance partner.
dancing do you do?
The leg chopping kind of dancing.
That does explain, by the way, why temples of Renhai do not have a ballroom.
Well, I feel like we just came up with our first T-shirt. The goal of dancing is to chop the person's leg off.
Great, second door on the left.
Comment below if you would like to have a T-shirt that says the object of dancing is to chop the person's leg off.
I have to agree that we have a rather urgent mission as well. I've sworn my goal to get that medallion back, and I don't want to lose sight of that.
So by all means, let's talk about it more on how we need to get
All
somewhere.
right, let's go.
All right, second door, it says.
All right.
Babbage, come on, please.
So you make your way down the passageway, continue on for about a good solid hour and a half. Seems like this was the correct way. You then come to a room which is in severe disrepair. Let me put it that way. There are 4 tunnels leading out of this room and 1 leading in, so five total. 2 of the tunnels, though, it looks like there's been some kind of a cave-in and are mostly blocked by rock and debris. Would you like to try and use You are pretty sure that you've been using this for a while now, you're pretty sure that you've done this correctly. The rightmost tunnel that has collapsed, it is saying, is the safest route.
Looks like that one, the way it's telling us to go.
Anyone bring a shovel?
Yeah.
I did bring a bear.
Oh.
Well, we
Travels
could
with me everywhere.
go the other way. We just have to go careful. Right?
This is the safest route. Doesn't necessarily mean it's the only route.
Let's start hauling rocks. If we just like spend some time.
How collapsed?
moving a rock, rock by rock.
Make a nature check. Let's.
May as well.
As much as I hate to admit it, not everything has a shortcut.
You could probably get your way through there. I mean, it would take some time. I mean, it helps that you can turn into a squirrel, because you can kind of
see how far.
Yeah, you can see how collapsed it is.
Yes.
It's a good idea. Go in there. Go in where it's collapsed. Go check it out.
So if you want to turn into a squirrel,
Yes.
and make your way along the boulders and collapsed rubble, it's only about 15 feet worth of collapsed tunnel. Now you do see other places of distress within the tunnel, but you should be able to squeeze through here and get to the places you need to get.
Okay, I skitter on back and say, I believe we can make it through. It's just 15 feet. With me as a bear, just shoveling and going, we could probably make it through here very quickly.
Just to paint the picture, that voice is coming out of a little squirrel.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Which is like crazy adorable.
Yeah.
This little squirrel with this very deep
I'm
resonant
so sorry.
voice.
Just your whiskers are so cute.
After you say anything, can you just go
Cool.
at the end?
Inspiration! Hey! What is your strength as a bear?
19.
Oh boy,
plus
you're
4.
strong. Really, I almost said strong as an ox. Nope, strong as a bear. So you do have 3 characters that are extremely strong. You have Fellig, Eelynn, and your bear form.
She's been so quiet because she's focusing on her strength.
Oh yeah. She's Pilates mostly. Exactly. Looking over at Tyll and going, well, yada. And every time Zen flirts with her and go, oh, I'll tell you. I have to turn her into a vaudevillian. Boy, I tell you.
Your Ashleigh impression is so perfect.
I nailed it, didn't I? Yeah. One more time, buddy-o, and I say.
You really get her.
I do. All right, so I think it probably will take you, let's say, an hour to move enough heavy rock and debris until you can get an opening that everyone can get through.
Zin basically pops around to the ones that are moving rocks. Good job, here we go, keep going, come on, quickly now.
Finn, I don't know if that's helping.
It's not. Rage! If you rage, we can do this even quicker.
Do you rage?
By my oath, I love all equally, but you're really, really getting close.
You make it through. Now, the first problem that you discover very quickly is that in this section, because of the damage that has happened, the torches are not turning on. They're either been destroyed, removed from the walls, so you will have to pull out your own torches, which I believe most of you have torches.
Yeah,
so
I have night vision, so.
I do, and the tinderbox and stuff, so maybe we have enough to share.
Yeah, I'll stick close to you, I guess.
I have one.
Good advice.
I'll wander up
anybody
ahead.
not have torches?
I have a scholar's pack, so it did not
Excellent.
come with a torch.
That'll help.
A candle?
So if you have to, you can burn some paper for very short periods of time.
Oh no!
You don't have paper?
I have 10 sheets of parchment. Those are valuable.
Yeah, well, that's true. Very, very short burst of light. So who's carrying a torch by show?
I mean, I think I have a hooded lantern that I could just give you, if you'd like.
Yeah, because you don't need it.
I don't need it.
You
so,
actually, of everybody here, are the one person who could see clearly in the dark.
So I give you my hooded lantern.
Thank you. She can see for a long distance. You can see, you have, again, what is it, like
blind sight.
Blind sight
and
within
then
15 feet, though, right?
Right.
You have no problem. You're not going to stumble over anything within your general area. She can see down the tunnel. She's Jacon, so she can see at night and in the dark. So you give him your hooded lantern?
Yes.
So the hooded lantern actually, if you keep him in the center, the hooded lantern actually may be more powerful than all the torches combined, really.
I would like to save my torch.
Yeah, so go ahead and save the torches. I didn't realize one of you had a lantern. So.
I've got this, folks. Don't worry about it. Thank you.
All right, let the most vulnerable lead the way.
No, still in the center. Still in the center.
Still in the center.
No. Yeah.
I'm leading the way.
We'll just park a little bit for the beam to go forward.
So the two of you. So now we have Laric and Nyx in the front, Fellig and Declyn behind, then Tyll, then Diony and Eelynn.
Now I'm gonna say Zin is further up than me and Laric.
You want Zen even further up?
Yes, as far as
Then
she can
Tobiath,
go.
you're at the back by yourself.
She is going to act as a scout.
I'm scouting.
All right, unless you want to be next to Tyll, Tobiath.
Not all by myself.
Do you want to be next to Tyll?
But Eelyn's behind him, right?
Would you like to be next to Tyll?
Sure.
Beside me.
I'll beside you.
As you walk next to me, like, listen, I get that it's true. You don't constantly need to point out that I'm the weakest here.
I think it's important to us all to recognize that.
It's pretty established at this point. I don't
If
think
we
need to
forgot
understand.
for even a moment,
I don't want anyone to
we could
forget.
all talk.
I didn't
Declyn,
forget.
make a nature check.
Good. 7. Can I use my inspiration?
Do you want to use your inspiration for that? Sure.
According to your face, I think I do.
It's up to you, man.
Okay. I'm going to use it.
All right.
14.
There are signs, as you're moving about, subtle, but they're there, that this is a not uninhabited areas that have small scrabbles, spore occasionally, that is not ancient. It's subtle, and that's why you're the only one who really noticed, especially in the dark like this. But it may be that those torches are gone for a reason, and because they're all gone, not just one or two. And you notice a couple places on the wall that you think where a torch used to be, that looks less like rock falling and more like maybe scratching.
Be on your guard. I do not think we are alone. And I point out some of the things that you just showed me. And I actually turn into direwolf.
Yeah, knock an arrow, or just have it set.
I like to ready a firebolt or ray of frost.
Okay. So you are wary. You are wary as a group.
Yeah, cautiously optimistic.
You come to a section.
Can I detect targets of vengeance?
Sure.
I detect targets of vengeance.
No. No targets of vengeance here in Babbage's Hall. That would be weird, wouldn't it?
I know, but
like that would be something. You make your way into a section that for no reason whatsoever we're going to go to a map. You come to a broken part in the wall. There's actually another tunnel here that is completely blocked. Looks like the tunnel was meant to continue going down this way. However, that part of the tunnel has completely collapsed. And a hole has been broken into this wall that takes you into a large room. And what you're seeing in front of you is a room that has various states of collapse within it. These are crevasses, which go down toward jagged rocks between the spaces here.
So significant drop?
A significant drop, yeah. You can see the bottom, but we're talking 60, 70 feet.
Okay.
And it also looks like there may be tunnels and stuff down there.
Just enough to lower Tobiath down to check the water.
Just,
right?
yeah. And you can't see what the deal is, but there's another hole broken in the wall over here. So that is what you see before you.
Since I readied this.
Oh, do you want the wolf instead of the bear? Has to be the wolf. Here we go.
And And it's sorry.
Oh, I readied a spell. What if I just shoot it into the empty room?
You can if you like.
Sounds fun.
You're all the way here, so you're not really. You'd have to go through all of your compatriots to do that.
And there are no light sources in this room.
There are no light sources outside of the
lantern that we have.
And I'm kind of giving you a preview of the crevasses by saying that you can see it down. Because technically from where you are, you don't know. They're just drop off.
So, but Zin does see him, I'm assuming.
Yes, okay. Zin can see. Of course, that's why I told you, because Zin can see.
So, by the way, she's been singing this whole time, following the leader, the leader, the leader.
She's in front.
And she's in front.
She is.
Yeah.
And so she tells everyone.
Is me.
Which didn't draw any attention to us.
No, not at all.
That's a song also in this world.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Transcends time and space.
And then she goes, stop, and makes everyone stop, if, they decide to, and says, up there, looks like there's a crevice up there.
Could you lower your voice then?
No, I can't.
Just the one volume then.
I'll try. She would like to go in and inspect this crevice up in the front corner.
Right up here?
Yes.
Right there?
Yes, and then I was also talking about the one further up, to on the very right.
There?
So these are the crevasses that he's talking
Crevasses,
about.
but then you said there was a hole, right? Up.
Oh, up here?
left.
Yes.
That's a long, she wants to, that's about 100 feet or so. You want to completely enter through the room?
Well, she has entered through the room. Yeah, she starts to first observe these crevices here, and looks down and says, "Oh, that's a long drop." Does she see anything down there?
Make a perception check for Zen.
19 plus 4.
20.
Well, she does see in the dark. She does
Yes.
think she sees a little bit of movement down there.
She sees
It's a little hard to make it out.
There's something down there.
In that case, maybe let's not be yelling.
What? Then quiet.
Let's use our inside voice.
There's something down there. Can you smell something?
None of the rest of you are in the room yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Would anybody like to enter into the room?
Yeah, I think we can slowly make our way.
You want to kind of...
Can I, since I'm holding a spell, can I pardon me, I just want to go in and go around and then stand guard holding my spell as others come past me?
So you're not truly holding your spell in that you haven't cast it.
I see.
You are prepared to cast it at a moment's notice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you haven't cast it and are
Yeah.
ready to
I'm just wondering, if I'm holding a spell, does that mean at the first sign before we roll initiative, I can release?
Not unless you get a surprise round. If you get a surprise round, then yes. I think all
I swallow
hopes
it.
at a surprise round were over when she said, "There's something down there."
Oh, cool.
So I think you probably kissed the surprise round goodbye right there.
Yeah,
but,
I just shake it out, and the glow that was in my palm sort of travels back up into my body.
Sure. All right, who else coming in here?
Sure. Put me in.
You're last.
Put me in, coach. You have to squeeze through to get yourself in there.
Was that bear? Is that bear?
A lot
Wolf,
of
dire
so
wolf.
everything
Wolf, dire wolf.
in this part of the room pretty much is rough terrain.
Got it.
So you can ignore rough
May
terrain.
I suggest we stay towards a wall, try and get onward to that opposite corner?
All right. So this is where we are right now.
Can I wiggle past Laric?
Sure.
Yes, please.
Where do you want to go?
That's great.
just right, a little farther?
Sure, there we go. That's fine. Thank you.
I was going to put Nyx on the side closer to Zin, probably hugging the wall behind her, if that's possible.
Here?
Yeah, I was back
All right.
towards the wall, the back of the wall.
All right. How about that?
Easy to tell where I am.
So that's the approximate situation we find ourselves in. Do you want to look into the crevice as well?
Are you asking me?
Well, I'm asking Nyx instead of Zen. Do you also want to look in?
She very, very carefully takes a look.
All right.
Not as good. 9, 13.
Yeah, you're not seeing what Zen was talking about.
I don't see anything, Zin. What are you talking about? It's there! I swear it is there!
Cool.
Yeah.
Maybe just think about, if there's something down there that we don't want to come up.
What if it's a friend?
Well, sure.
What if it's Cerise, my sister, down there?
You're right. Dark room.
Cerise!
Down at the bottom. Spiky
Cerise!
things.
Is that-
Friends.
Could we just avoid it altogether, not attack it, or
I'm
try
just
to befriend
saying,
it and just
if
keep going?
something starts to come up out of the thing, like oil and fire is generally pretty good.
Well, we're also in a contained environment. It's not like just starting forest fires, which is
We
easy
should discuss
and safe.
this further. Just,
So
it
no
was
one
an
has a problem
idea.
with that.
Nobody has to like it. That's okay. I still like you guys.
Can you talk to the rats or something? Would they give us information?
I could try, but they don't say much back.
When I yell Cerise's name down in the crevice.
All right, go for it.
Cerise! Cerise!
Oh.
See, I told
How about
you
the languages?
something's down there.
Let's
Really feels like it flies, whatever it is.
Roll initiative.
Yeah, scenes keep moving.
Roll initiative.
And now we're just gonna keep walking. Just walk through.
Oof. 12.
As things start going, I go, oh, so this is when this happens.
Yeah, so this is what that happened. Yeah. I was wondering. I was off by a day.
I was just 1 second off.
You got so many papers. There we are. Okay. Initiative, Laric.
12.
Diony.
8.
Fellig.
Dirty.
Huh?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Nyx.
13.
Tyll.
17.
Tobiath.
19.
And finally, Declyn.
18.
What is it with you and the low?
No, I said 18. I
Oh, 18? I thought you said 8.
I'm looking at 18.
I heard 8, yeah.
I heard 8.
I heard 8 as well.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
weird.
Wow, I must have gone 18.
All right. Fellig, you're up first. You hear the flutter of wings.
I sure do.
Thanks.
So I am going to continue move away from the openings in the floor, deeper into the room. So like
So-
almost onto that brown area there.
One. All to here.
Yeah, however far I can go.
3, 4, 5, 6, right there. About
Maybe
here.
not that far. Back to that first pad there, that first brown pad.
Right there?
Yeah, and I'm going to ready an attack.
Do you have a light source?
I sure don't.
Okay.
I mean, yes, can I fire up a torch at this point?
You can have that be your action.
And then not ready an attack.
That's
Got it.
correct.
Whew. How big of a circle does the light source create that Teal is carrying?
It's a hooded lantern. I think that's more like a flashlight, right? Which was great in a tunnel situation.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
It's more him showing. It depends on where he's pointing it, unfortunately.
A loud noise happened from down a crevasse. I'm pointing it down there.
Yeah. So you can't see. So nothing. It's not helping you at all. You are essentially blind.
So I would probably stay where I was.
All right.
Because if I
You wanna
can't
light
see
it-
anything, I'm
Then
not
you want to
gonna
light
do
a
it.
torch?
I would like, well, that's my action, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll light a torch.
All right. You light a torch. You can see 20 feet around you. I believe.
All right,
Yes.
so
20.
I would like to move,
You're sure, Swag.
and I can still move, right?
Yep.
So light a torch.
You want to
so-
move back to where you were?
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
All right. Tobiath.
Well, my instinct is that something's about to go down, and I am prone to want to protect my fellow travelers. So I bless the 3 that are the 2 in front of me and 1 behind me. So that certainly is Teal And is that
So Tyll,
and Nyx?
that's Laric.
Laric,
Tyll, Laric,
and
Diony.
And Diony. Okay,
Ooh,
perfect.
Thank you.
So those three who are closest to me, I've put a cloak of protection around.
And I will reiterate that I do have her miniature here, but keep in mind that Eelynn will essentially not be targeted by monsters, will not ever successfully attack a monster, and won't do anything effective for all purposes.
Can I ask a question again for a
Sure.
first-time player? As a result of holding the torch, am I not able to grab my sword?
What kind of sword do you got?
I have a two-handed sword.
You have a two-handed sword. Well, yeah, that's a problem.
That's a problem.
Throw it on the
What
ground?
you can do is throw it on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, in, say, something's about to attack me.
Yeah,
in
you can throw it on the
action,
ground.
I can drop it to the ground and pull out my sword.
I will let you drop it and ready and have your sword
So use it as a
functional. Oh, also where you are, roll a perception check.
That would be a 9.
All right. Anything else to buy?
No.
Declyn.
All right, so can I perceive where these flutterings and screams are coming from?
Yes, they're coming from down in those crevasses.
Then I will position myself by the larger, sort of in the middle of the map there, to the right. Yes, that's exactly where I position myself, and I will hold my attack action if something comes up.
So if something comes within your range, you will
Yes.
bite it.
I will.
All right. Teal.
I think that these guys are probably going to swarm up at us pretty soon. And I figure they're going to be coming up all together. So I'm going to ready a spell. The spell I'm going to ready is Sleep. Centered kind of in the top left corner of the crevasse area. It's got a 20-foot radius. So it'll hit a pretty wide area.
Right in this area?
No, left. Yeah, a little closer to me, but directly above where the crevasse is.
This one there. The giant, the biggest part of the crevasse is there.
Yeah.
Which is what I was doing.
From this point of view, it didn't quite look at it.
Sure.
So, yes, so that I can cover a large area directly above it, so that once, if a swarm of them comes up into that area, I will cast it.
All right. Nyx.
So I'd like to move to the corner of the room and hide if it's dark enough.
Oh, it's dark enough.
Well, then I hide.
All right.
Since it could be my bonus action, cunning action, can I also...
Well, hide is your bonus action.
Right.
Yeah.
But I also ready an attack as well.
Yes.
Then I would like to do that.
Yeah, a single attack.
Yes.
All right. Laric.
Yeah, so there's an open doorway at the other end of the room.
Yeah, but you can't see that.
We can't see that?
Nope.
Okay, I see. Gotcha. Then I'm gonna start heading along the wall, keeping my back to the wall.
1, 2, 3, 6.
Yeah, right there, ready an attack.
Okay.
I do love how everybody's just spreading out through the room.
It's not a bad idea.
Well, it's not a bad idea. And I'm squishy. I don't want to be near
All right.
foray.
On 10. As a swarm of tiny dragon-like creatures with barbed tails start to make their way up out of the crevasse. The attacks that trigger, go ahead and trigger. Actually, this would technically be here for right now.
Right?
All right, so I'm going to go in order. So, Declyn, I think you're the first one who had a attack prepared.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to bite, and I get a 21.
That is a hit.
And 15 points of piercing damage.
All right, that
I rolled
one
double
is
sixes.
dead. You crushed
All
it
right.
in your teeth. One down.
How many were there? 10?
How many were there?
There were
7
8.
left.
Well, there are 8 currently.
There were 9. There were 9, and then there were 8.
Till.
So I cast Sleep. This will affect 17 hit points worth of creatures. Starting from the lowest hit point value up, but these look identical.
These 2 are asleep and fall back down.
So they fall back down and then hit the ground. You said 60 feet below?
Oh yeah, they're dead.
Yeah. Splat, splat.
Yep, they're
But
dead.
hey, they died in their sleep.
They did. Passed away peacefully in their sleep, unlike the rest of the passengers. All right. Then Nyx.
So, since I attacked with advantage, since I'm hiding, correct? Yes?
Yes.
Yes. I technically rolled a 4, but I also rolled a 10, which would make it 16.
So that is a hit.
And then I would sneak attack.
One more.
All right, 8.
Plus.
8 points of damage?
Plus, sorry.
Nope, doesn't matter.
9, 10, 11,
Dead.
12. 12.
Dead.
Sorry. Okay.
That's okay. Laric. Now, you can't see them from where you are.
So confused.
Okay. Then
Again,
I'll keep my attack ready.
Yeah. So they'll have to get within 20 feet of him.
Sorry, though. I mean, I do have the blind shot.
Oh, again, sorry, you have to remind me. So yes, with blind shot, you can go ahead.
Right. Yes. So I'm better actually at shooting arrows in the dark than I am at seeing in the dark.
Yeah.
Right. So yes, I rolled a 17 for 9 points of damage.
All right. So this one here is dead.
It's okay. I mean, I've like
One of the first
Just
times.
glad that my butt is nowhere
Yeah, I was
near
going to say,
him.
one of the first times you've aimed an arrow and not hit.
Well, I was aiming at Declyn, and so I hit the thing. Yes, that's.
Yeah, sneak it.
Of the remaining 3, this one here is going to swoop and try to hit Nyx and discover that that's not a thing. This one here is going to go after you, Declyn. 24. So that's a hit.
Just hits.
So you take 5 points of damage.
All right.
And it latches onto you. So it bites into you, and then with its barbed teeth, latches onto you, and hangs like dead weight.
This is this bird creature or
This
the
dragon creature.
dragon creature?
You can roll on nature if you want to find out what it is.
As a player, I feel like I'm pretty confident as to what it is, but I don't know.
Well, it's not, because
it's
there's
not.
almost no creature on Lair that is the same as in D&D.
I only got a 4, so I guess so. The
So
mystery
you
shall
don't,
remain.
you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I know you're thinking Sturge.
Yeah. These do seem like sturges.
But it's not a bird-like creature. It is a dragon.
Okay, like a mini
And
dragon.
it's not sucking your blood. It's literally just hanging as dead weight. The effect of is it actually slows you by 10 feet of movement.
Okay.
So you go from like 60 feet.
Yeah. If I go
Around to
from
50.
60 to 50.
Yeah. So a lot of them are going to have to lock onto you for that to have any effect. I'm then going to have this one go toward the light source and attack you. Oh my God, 24 again, and 7 points of damage.
Ow.
Ouchies.
And you, again, it just goes limp, and you have a very heavy, a shockingly heavy, tiny dragon creature hanging off of you. Your movement has also been reduced by 10.
Can I also offer that I am a light source?
Oh, yeah, well, he was the one shining the light down in the crevasse. So.
Got it.
But don't worry, I'll get to you.
Oh, good.
Diony, your turn.
I am going to cast, I'm going to hope that I am able to cast, I reach out to Tyll, my friend who, intersocially, there may be some issues, but you know what, I got your back. And so I reach out and say, just go with it.
Okay.
And I, instead of casting Mage Armor on you, cast Disguise Self on myself.
Excellent. A stranger is amongst you.
What's your disguise? Yeah, like
Can I disguise myself as Tyll?
Sure. Sure.
Great. I look exactly like you.
You say just go with it, I go, Okay.
By the way, I should mention something that you would have known with
The wrist wire of Tagir.
the wrist wire, and you would have known this because it's actually worn the other way around.
You want me to shoot myself?
No, not.
No, on the underside of your wrist.
Spider-Man style.
Underside of your wrist.
Underside. Yes.
There you go.
That makes a lot more sense.
What I will tell you though is it does need to be attuned, which you would have had time to do. So are you attuned to the device? Because it will truly actually only work with you if you attune to it.
Yes, I didn't know that. I did.
Okay.
Obviously, I knew that. I
everybody
identified it. And I
You
knew it
identified
needed
it, and I
attune.
forgot to mention that you do have to be attuned to the
I
device.
did attune after making my
right.
coin, of course.
So then you are attuned and may use it. All right.
And I put it on so I wouldn't forget I had it on my turn, which I did forget. But that's okay.
All right, back up to Fellig.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I also wanted to move.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, let's have a teal that's further away from real teal, so I'll just go towards Fellig.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And boop. All right. Fellig.
Damn.
Teal's here with you now.
Thanks, Teal.
Yeah, this is confusing.
Teal. But you can hit me and stuff.
Why don't you have the light anymore?
I'm not really teal. I'm a distraction. It's me, Diony, the Magnificent. Ta-da! Do you like it?
3 rounds later.
I'm going to go into a rage.
Okay.
Okay. And move towards the action.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And I can
To there.
swat that thing, yeah?
Yep. Where are you dropping your torch?
Back where those kids were.
Okay.
I love when you say it like that.
I need tiny torches or something. All right, I'm gonna
Get it off, 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 get it off.
just make this a light source. All right.
15 for 13 points of damage.
Dang, son.
All right. So he, an enraged Fellig rushes towards you and swipes and cuts in half the creature that is hanging from you. Didn't cut you in the process. Did slice a little tiny bit of your robes. But
I know where you can get a good shirt.
yeah.
Thanks. I've definitely made a mess of this one.
So your 10 feet of movement is back. Declyn.
How about this? I transform back into a human and then use primal savagery to strike at it.
Back into human Declyn. Boop.
What next?
And I rolled a natural 1.
No.
So it looked really cool. And then,
What happens?
Don't fall into the crevice.
Make another roll just to see whether you cut off your own arm.
am I adding anything to it or just I just rolled a 3?
No,
that's good.
Well, 3 technically means you somehow lose your weapon. 3,
Okay.
2, 1 means like a loss of weapon or a destruction of weapon. Obviously, you can't use your hand.
Right.
So I'm just gonna say like you stub a thumb or something for a point of damage.
Okay.
All right.
Is Tobiath on that list? I think I was.
Oh, look at that. All right, you can go after. Technically, what do you do before he does that? Tobiath.
All right, I'm going to try and get the
There are
creature,
two creatures currently in view.
and one of them is on Declyn.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to throw a sacred flame and try and get that off of him, which
Okay.
would be a dexterity saving throw.
A dexterity saving throw?
Yes. Of 14.
You miss.
Sorry,
that-
Declyn.
Although I'm going to say because he's attached, I'm going to give them disadvantage
Okay.
because that would make sense. Doesn't matter. All right. Even with disadvantage, I save. All right. Anything else, Tobiath?
You want to drop the ring into the crevasse or anything?
Throw it into the fire!
No, I will move a little closer to those creatures. Not all the way, but just kind of where I get a better shot at them.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, right halfway. Yeah,
4, like that?
Something like that.
Oh, don't
Sure.
be right between me and the thing. What if I roll a 1?
Okay, then get then over.
1, 2, 3,
Right there.
4.
Nah, back 1, so I'm
Back
not
one?
right next to him.
All right, there. Are we good?
Yep.
All right. Teal.
So I look as my healer just runs away from my
that's
bloodied
right.
body. And I go,
I forgot.
No, it's okay. I got this. And I cast Healing Word on myself.
Sure.
I heal myself for 4 hit points.
Excellent.
I knew you had it.
Yeah.
You can do it.
I forgot you.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Firebolt on the little creature that's still attached to Declyn.
I don't think you can cast.
It's a cantrip, so I can. You can't cast 2 spells that are first level or higher, but you can cast a cantrip and a first level spell.
I'm looking that up after the combat, but I believe you.
Yeah.
As a bonus action?
Usually you're right.
It is true. Yeah, I've looked up this specific thing before. But, so, I cast Firebolts.
Don't think you can.
Because your healing spell was first level?
It's a so
cantrip.
it was a bonus action and first level. So as my standard action, I can cast a cantrip, but I can't cast a leveled spell.
Interesting.
Can't cast 2 leveled spells at the same time. All right. So Firebolt is
If that's
going.
not true, people are losing their minds right now.
Well,
I
you
think it's
can't
true.
do
I think
attack
it's true.
spells,
I know,
even
well-
if one's a cantrip, but I
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't.
I'm very confident in this, but we will check it out.
Are you saying if the leveled spell is a bonus action specifically?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Okay. We'll trust it for now.
Yeah. Does a 12 hit?
12 does not.
Okay. Then the firebolt goes sailing safely past, hitting a tree somewhere, I'm sure.
Hitting a tree somewhere.
Tree. Yeah, there's so many trees
Causing
down there.
again, the forest
It'll make
fire.
its way out. It'll find one.
Underground
Through the stone walls, finds its way down the
All
path.
right, so Zin's doing some distracting. She goes, "Hey, bird brain!" trying to get the one next to her to continue to try to swipe at her. And she readies both, Nyx readies both hand crossbows. She intends to hit the one that Zin is next to and the one that I'm not sure who Declyn is next to at the same time. One on each.
Very cool.
Oh, okay.
Pew pew.
This is going to be awesome when
Like
you take
this.
them both out.
Sure.
Be nice, but so my main hand is 16, offhand is 13.
So the offhand misses, the on-hand hits.
Okay. 8, 9, 10, 12. 12, sorry. I was doing that.
What was that? Which
That
one
was the
your...
main. The main hand is hitting the one with actually, in my brain, it was the main hand was Nyx. Zin, sorry.
Okay. Any movement?
Yeah, I'd like her to move forward as she's popping these off. So as far as she can move forward would be no. Against the wall, up towards where the hole is to leave this area.
There you go.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Laric.
Yeah, so I would like to move up into the center of the squares, but looking around as much as I can see to make sure there's nothing coming from behind us or, being aware of that as I'm moving, basically. Can I, and then keep going up. Yeah, right about there. Yeah, sure. There's good. And is there any disadvantage to attacking the thing that's holding on to Declyn right now, like to trying to shoot an arrow at the creature that's hanging off of him?
Oh boy.
Not unless you miss with a 1.
Okay, so
I really thought about casting Fumble Proof on you as my turn.
well, where's it hanging off of him?
Off of his arm.
hold up your arm! And then I'm going to shoot. And then
like
I'm
a
gonna close
carnival
my
trick.
eyes
Zin
and
goes,
shoot.
oh no! Covers her eyes.
The amount
And
of trust.
I roll a 14.
I would give you anything for one right there.
I mean, it would have been great comedy.
The legend of Laric would
We lost a good man that day, but boy, was it funny.
Not over yet, people.
14 for 11 points of damage.
All right, he does, you do kill it.
You're welcome! Are you annoyed that I just helped you?
All right, as they're having a conversation back and forth, we have more come on up. We got 1, 2, hello,
They're not done.
3. I guess 4, 5. Some come out here. So, and probably there. As more swarm up around you.
Sorry, and I still can't see the exit or like from where I am.
Nope.
Okay.
Because there's no light. You aren't within your 15 feet of your blind sight.
Okay.
Nor does the light spread that far.
Okay.
Something going on over there. All right. So
There is something going on.
we have 2 on.
Diony.
No, I don't think there are 2. Oh yeah, there are 2 on you as well. No, I was looking at
Tobiath.
Declyn actually. So 2 on Declyn. Both of them hit
Oh, 2 and a lot of us.
for 6 points of damage total.
Okay.
A ton of damage total, but now there are 20 feet of movement worth of creatures upon you.
All right.
And 2 upon you, Tobiath. Wow, I am rolling like crazy right now. That is 11 points of damage, and there are 2 upon you. Now your movement rate is 10 feet, I believe. So you have lost 20 feet of movement. If you have your movement reduced to 0,
I lost 20 feet of movement. Why?
Yeah.
How does that work?
they are
hanging on to you.
Oh, because of them hanging
They're
on.
literally heavy creatures
Okay.
that are causing your movement. If you get reduced to 0 movement, they start to get advantage on their attacks when other ones attack you. Then I do have 2 on Diony. That is 1 miss and 1 crit.
Oh.
Which the crit, I rolled a 1 on and then a 3. So it's, again, it's a 4-sided die crit, which is never that terrible. So 7 points of damage on you, and 1 is attached. And then 2 on Fellig.
One question, quick.
Yes.
My rage offers 2 options of I can either advance my AC or I have the heal option.
That's
when
correct.
do I announce that?
You can announce that whenever you want,
Oh, okay.
but it has to be on your turn.
Copy.
That's 1 miss and 1 hit for 6 points of damage, and
11 total.
1 is now attached.
I'll ask him.
But because of my rage resistance, does that count for this?
Your what resistance?
My rage resistance, bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing?
Yep, this is piercing, so I believe it's what, 2? Or you just have resistance, so it's half.
So it's half.
So what did I say how much damage?
7, right?
So 3.
6. So it's down to 3.
So down to 3.
Down to 3. All right,
Travis, I forgot to roll for concentration when I was hit.
so go
I
ahead.
have advantage, so let me check. 12, so I beat it by 1, right?
There you go.
All right, so I still have it.
All right, that is my side. Diony.
Okay, I'm gonna go for this one that has bit onto me, and I say, no, you don't. I'm gonna cast one of my cantrip spells, Firebolt or Ray of Frost, and it's gonna be Ray of Frost. And then I've got my Bless. It's only a D8. 14 to hit.
That is a hit.
And 8 damage.
All right, and you notice that it does extra damage apparently to this creature.
Oh, actually, it was a dirty 20, so I was counting my bless and not my spell casting bonus.
Well, it still does extra damage to it, and you kill it.
And that was.
What did you use?
What did you use? Ray of
Cold,
Frost?
ray of frost, cold.
Okay, so
I mean, not that we would all know that.
Looks like
They don't like cold.
you don't like cold.
Now we know it.
Now we know it.
Cool. I'm also gonna move now that it's off of me.
Sure.
Do I sense this whatever's behind us? Maybe I can grab the lantern right next to me as I move.
I mean, did you what now?
Maybe I can grab that lantern Fellig dropped.
It's a torch.
The torch, yeah. I'll grab.
You may grab it as you go. You will get an attack of opportunity.
Got it. Then I will stay put, but maybe I'll pick up the lantern.
Sure. I will
torch.
consider you to have picked up the torch.
Cool.
All right. Back to Fellig.
All right, so I have 2 in proximity, right?
Yep.
Go for the one that's towards the top of the map, the one that's.
The one that's on you?
Oh, it is on me, right?
Yeah, there's one attached to you.
And there's no encumbrance of me swinging at it while it's attached to me or anything?
Oh, you are wearing a two-handed weapon.
Yeah.
I'm going, so I'll tell you what. 1 or 2, I'll just roll a quick force-side die. 1 or 2, it's like on a lower limb. That would make it much easier for you to hit. If it's on like a shoulder or something like that, you'll have a disadvantage. So 3 and 4, it's on a shoulder.
So I have disadvantage.
You have disadvantage.
Maybe inspiration
I'm so
for
glad I
asking.
asked.
Aren't you glad you asked?
So you get the other one. I'll get that one.
Yeah.
Just because it's a two-handed weapon. If it was a one-handed weapon, it wouldn't necessarily be an issue. But a two-handed weapon, you're right. That's an awkward thing without locking your
Yeah,
hands.
so I am not going to do that because of the disadvantage, and I'm going to go for the other one.
All right.
Which is a 19.
That's a hit.
For 12 points of damage.
All right. You cut it right in half.
Of course I did.
Sounds of little creatures dying is filling the air. I will say, last round, these 3 creatures start to make pitiful calls.
So
I was about to say.
we can hear something, but we can't see it.
Yeah, over here. Yep.
Zin says, if there are little ones, there's probably a big one nearby.
All right.
So, because of that, I would like to move then
Okay.
towards the sound.
So you can go 20 feet because you still have one attached to you.
Yes.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. You no longer have a torch. Would you like to?
Well, the torch is still right there, though.
Kind of.
I picked it up, but I only need one hand.
I'll go ahead and give you another perception check.
So that would be a. God damn, I can't even find this. 15.
So you do notice there is a nest beneath this tree
Okay.
filled with eggs.
And I am hungry.
You're 15, though. One particular egg does stand out to you,
Excellent.
which looks different than the others.
Is it a golden egg?
Yeah.
Where's
I
the
don't know.
goose?
I'll have to get closer and take a look. Okay, Tobiath, you are up.
All right, I got to get rid of these creatures that are right next to me there.
They're actually attached to you.
Well, that are attached to me. Well, even,
right next to
even
you.
more so, even better reason. So I'm gonna.
Hanging off of you as like lizard dumbbells.
Gross.
Quig.
I'm going to cast a word of radiance against all creatures that are within 5 feet, which would be both of those.
Yeah, that would work.
Which is a Constitution saving throw, 14.
Okay. Oh, both failed.
All right.
So what's the
It's a
damage?
D6.
What's the good word?
5.
So 5 each?
Yes.
All right. So that is 1 and 7. So they are, it's not dead.
Yeah, they're both still there, but not.
Both still there, yeah. Anything else?
No, there's not much else I can do until I get rid of these guys, I think. So I will stay. I don't want to draw them closer to anybody else.
Declyn,
All right, I'm going to use my bonus action to transform into a bear this time because I get multiple attacks.
Bear.
And I've now determined that if I just hit them once, it's probably going to take them out. So let me try to hit them twice.
All right.
So I will try to bite one.
All right.
And I get a 20.
Ooh.
That is a hit.
For 8 points of piercing damage.
Kills that one.
And then I will swipe at the other one. And I, ironically or coincidentally, also get a 20.
That is also a hit.
For 11 points of damage.
That is also a kill.
Powerful.
Did you just roll 2 20s?
Dirty 20s.
Dirty 20s, but yeah.
You dirty, dirty bear.
Dirty 20.
Would you like to move at all, or do you want to stay in the area in
No,
which...
I'm going to move towards, I'm going to move within biting and swiping range of Tobiath.
Thank you very much.
All right. Teal.
All right, well, I did say I was going to help Fellig, so I'm going to cast Frostbite on the creature attached to him. It's going to get a little cold.
All right.
This spell comes from very near in the future, so it has a DC save of 15 Constitution save.
Yeah. That is a fail.
All right, it's going to take 4 cold damage.
All right, so 4 cold. So it is just barely clinging to life still.
Well, then it will have disadvantage on its next attack roll.
All right.
Thanks.
I tried. I got. It's almost dead. I mean.
Yeah, almost.
It's so close. I think it might even be. Are you sure? It could just still be attached.
You don't even need to thank me. I didn't even do anything that time. I look like Teal.
Oh, that's right.
She's
It
being
took me a second, but I got there.
Really useful disguise.
You already have inspiration.
I also noticed that we
You
still
don't have
have.
inspiration?
Oh.
I'm giving you inspiration for that.
My first inspiration. Thank
I also
you.
noticed that all the light is being held by Teal.
Yes.
Oh, true. Yes.
Yeah. That
All
Teal's got a
Teal's hold
torch.
light.
Yeah.
All right, so first up, I'd like to have Nyx go to the edge of the cavern thing to look down in to see. Not Nyx. Zin, I need to stop doing that. I'd like Zin to peer down to see if she could see Mama Dragon, if that's what's
down there?
Yes.
Make a perception check.
If Mama Dragon's down there, I don't want to see.
Oh, well, that's a crit fail.
Yes, she does.
Fail?
See, Mama Dragon does.
She does see.
Oh, yeah.
Mama's down there! She yells out to everyone.
Yeah.
Angry Mama, actually.
I get it.
In fact, she sees 2 of them.
2. She's Mama and Daddy.
Next time on Dungeon Call.
Nyx is feeling pretty like I've never seen anything like this before in my life, and just a twinge of fear as well.
All of those of you who failed take 23 points of damage.
Holy moly!
Question. What happens if this literally kills me? Because it does.